Hey everybody, it's Sam here from sugarspunrun.com, and today I'm showing you how to make homemade peanut butter eggs. This easy peanut butter egg recipe is a great way to make your own homemade Easter egg candy. It's super simple, and if you've been following my other recipes, you might recognize that it's basically the same as my easy Buckeye recipe, just reworked into a more festive springtime form. Now these are super simple to make. You only need a few ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is 2 cups of creamy peanut butter. We'll add this to a large bowl. And to the peanut butter, we're going to add 1/2 cup or 1 stick of softened salted butter. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of tightly packed light brown sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now we'll cream these ingredients together. You'll want to use an electric mixer. A stand mixer would be great. I'm just using my electric hand mixer today. The last ingredient we're going to need for our peanut butter egg filling is powdered sugar. You'll need 3 1/4 cups of powdered sugar. And we're just going to add this gradually into our peanut butter mixture, keeping your mixer on low speed. Now this is going to be a pretty dry mixture, so I'm just going to scrape the bottoms with a spatula and make sure I've got everything combined. And even though this is looking pretty crumbly, a good way to tell if it's finished, let me just make sure I get in this last little bit of powdered sugar I can see. But a good way to tell that it's ready to roll out into egg shapes is if you just grab some of it in your hand and just squeeze it together or kind of roll it into a ball. As you can see, that forms pretty nicely into a ball. So this is ready to be rolled into our Easter egg shapes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop the cookie dough by about 2 heaping tablespoons or about 2 tablespoons. I'm going to work it in my palms until it's nice and cohesive and it's a pretty smooth dough. It doesn't have to be completely smooth. Then I'm going to just roll it into an egg shape or close to an egg shape. It can be a nice oval. And you can dip your Easter eggs just like this, have them nice and round, but what I actually like to do is I'm just going to gently flatten them using my palm. It's going to make them look a little bit more like a Reese's Easter egg. Now that we've rolled all our eggs, we're going to want to put these in our freezer where they'll need to chill for about 15 to 20 minutes. Once our peanut butter eggs are just about finished chilling in our freezer, we're going to want to prep our chocolate coating. You can use milk or dark chocolate, either will work great on these peanut butter eggs. Today I'm using dark chocolate melting wafers. Now I really love using melting wafers. The chocolate hardens really fast, it applies really nice and smooth on top of the eggs, but if you want to use chocolate chips instead, I am going to leave instructions in the description below so you could do that. So I've melted my chocolate according to the package instructions, and now my peanut butter eggs have chilled long enough and they're ready to dip. So what I use to dip them is really I'm just going to use a fork, a knife, and a spoon. I'll show you how I do it. You'll just dip the bottom of each Easter egg into the chocolate. That way the bottom gets nice and coated. And then place that on a fork, and then use your spoon to evenly drizzle chocolate over the egg. See how nice and smooth that goes on when you're using the melting wafers? And then we will use a knife to just slide that egg off the fork onto our wax paper. Now because I'm using melting wafers, the chocolate's going to harden really fast. So if you want to add any sprinkles like I do, you want to add them pretty much right away. And then we'll repeat with our remaining eggs. Now you could just dunk the egg directly into the bowl of chocolate, melted chocolate, and that could work, but I really don't love doing that. It kind of makes the egg too hot. It makes it more likely to fall apart. They usually don't look really nice when you do that. Once you've dipped all of your peanut butter eggs, all that's left to do now is just wait for the chocolate to harden. Once it has, they are ready to enjoy. And that is how you make your own homemade peanut butter eggs. I really hope you guys will try out this recipe, and I would love to know what you think if you do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey, if you guys enjoyed today's homemade peanut butter egg recipe, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up, and please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, if you enjoyed today's candy recipe, here are a few others you might like as well.